Hey, I'm Mark Comer, sitting here with all-world defensive football player, one of the top football players in the NFL, not only this year, but in the history of the NFL, Haloti Ngata. Thanks for being with me today, man.
Thanks for having me.
I got some awesome stuff to talk to Haloti about because being a professional athlete, obviously you want to stay at the top of your game and you want to have that competitive edge. And over the last year, you've kind of discovered something that maybe has had some good has had some influence on how you train, maybe, and has impacted how you play out on the field as well. So what with ProArginine, what is it about the product that you, as a world-class athlete, what is it that you really like about the product?
The thing I like most about the ProArginine product is just I just feel energized in the morning when I'm waking. I drink it at night and I drink it in the morning, and I've never felt a feeling where I can just wake up and go. And a lot of times, as an athlete, there's some days where you're like, oh, this is a hard morning, you don't want to get up, and I've never had this feeling to where I all season would wake up and just go, just because I know that I think it's, using the ProArginine for like a year now almost, and it's, my body's getting used to it. It's the way I feel now. It's just amazing the difference what it has done for my body.
Well, and you were saying a few minutes ago that season got over and you went a little while without taking it. What happened?
So we finished the season in January. The month of February, I kind of decided just to get off of it a little bit, relax, and
season's over.
I don't really need to take supplements or things to keep you going. And I felt like crap, honestly. I was like, holy crap, I need to get back into shape and start using ProArginine again, just because I wasn't feeling really good at all. And I actually felt my heart actually felt like it was working more.
Wow.
Like I felt like it wasn't getting enough blood flow going through. It just felt I just felt way off, and so I had to get right back on it as soon as I could.
What's amazing is, there's a lot of great benefits for professional athletes, but, even if you're not a professional athlete, we know the cardiovascular risk that we all have, and a lot of components, it's the #1 killer in the world, and we've all experienced where we've had people that are close to us that have passed away because of cardiovascular disease. The great thing is it can help a world-class athlete. Maybe it can contribute to going from super good to maybe even a little better.
Yeah.
But it also, for all of our family, for our friends and people that we know, the cardiovascular benefits of the product, just like you said, your heart felt like it had to work harder. And in essence, that's what happens because the arteries dilate, it's a vasodilator, so your circulation's enhanced and your blood flow is enhanced.
Yeah.
And that's what amazing. But I want to talk to you about one game in particular last year. I remember, man, I was fearing for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Remember the first game last year?
Yeah.
I think this was like 6 months ago. I'll bet Rashard Mendenhall still hurts from some of the hits that you put on him in that game. But you looked that game, and I mean every game. You're all pro numerous times. You've just signed a great, well-deserved contract. That game sticks out to me as one that I was just watching it thinking, oh my gosh, Haloti's he's going to hurt somebody here. What was going on in that game? Because that was your first game of the year. That was your first game, really, of having worked out and taken ProArginine.
Yeah, well, like we were talking about a little earlier about guys going to camp and how they hate it so much. And I was telling you the difference is the guys that like it or don't mind it are the guys that come in shape, and the guys that hate it are the guys that come in out of shape. And so this was actually the first year I think I really went in really good shape, and that's the year I've used ProArginine, and I've kind of just blew out of the camp, it was so easy. It was like, I had no problem with it, and I kind of just kept on going into the season, and that's when I kind of, blew up a little bit more, and got a couple good hits on Pittsburgh, and I've never felt better ever in my football career than this past season.
I remember the commentators of that game were really, they were really talking about you a ton, and they always do, but it was just like, man, he is just blowing up. And I mean, I remember one hit on Mendenhall that just, seriously, I hurt just watching watching the hit.
Well, that's what I'm trying to work for. Is this? I want people to hurt when I hit other people.
You want you not only want the guy that you hit to hurt, you want the whole audience to hurt too.
That's
Everyone watching the game. But no, but you know, it's been great to be able to see and hear from you who, like I said, I mean, you're considered one of the greatest defensive players of all time in the NFL. To take a product like Pro-Arginine and feel an impact that it has for you at the highest level, but also everyone, the benefits, you know, that they get from Pro-Arginine. So
yeah, I mean, I think if someone like me, being a world-class athlete, can actually still increase my level of play by using just a product, twice, 3 times a day,
right,
can affect my, the way I can play and increase my level. It just kind of tells you what can kind of happen to regular people.
right, exactly.
They'll just kind of be the same way and feel healthier, want to be healthier, and want to go out and actually do better for themselves. And it's I think it'll be huge for anybody that would use it, just because it can affect them that much more.
Well, I remember one thing. We'll wrap this up. But I was talking to. Can't remember who I was talking to. Maybe you, when you messaged me on Facebook, or no, I think it was Haloti who, after that game, somebody said, "Man, you were like Superman out there," and you said, "No,
I would have
you're
never
like
Facebooked you that."
Super pro, yeah. No, somebody said that to you,
Yeah.
and you said, "No." I said, "I'm going to call you Superman." You said, "No, call me Super Pro-Arginine." And I thought, you know what, that's really cool because, it's a product that was developed to improve cardiovascular health, to reverse heart disease.
Mm-hmm.
People that actually literally have heart disease, that it has actually reversed the impact, reversed the damage of heart disease. But for it to have so many uses at so many levels, I was watching the Arizona Diamondbacks post-game show last year, and I noticed in the back behind the locker, Lyle Overbay, who's a really good outfielder. Mm-hmm. In the back, I see this something kind of blue up there, and so I pause it, I take a picture, and I zoom it in, and it was a can of Pro-Arginine that he was using. So it's great that it's getting out there and being used as that as well. But for everyone, as we know, it's a product that everyone needs. So I appreciate you taking a few minutes talking, and keep blowing people up, and keep pounding the Pro-Arginine.
As long as I keep on using it, I'll keep on blowing people up.
That's right, bud. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Appreciate it.